Hi everyone. I'm just updating a little bit, and I'm sorry to report that I've had a curveball thrown at me, and it's making everything 100 times harder than before. This curveball happens to be asthma. I think on my last video, I'm pretty sure I talked about it, but I'm not sure. But basically, my whole life I've never really had too much problem with asthma. Um, I had some activity in high school and stuff like that, nothing too strenuous or anything, but I was participating in JRTC, but I was kind of slacker in that. um, I was the kid who take the bus everywhere, and do things and stuff, so, um, it was only during, like, strenuous stuff that I would actually have some problems with asthma, and it was maybe a couple times a year at the most. My sister had a lot of problems. She was severely asthmatic, and had a lot of problems with it, but I was always a kid who, it was very, very manageable and not a big deal to me. And suddenly I've been having flare-ups, and about 2 weeks ago I started having them when I was exercising. I would be on the bike or something, or I'd be doing a 30-day shred, and it would just, I couldn't, it was just 5-10 minutes into it I started having breathing problems, and they've gotten even worse now. This past week I've totally stopped doing any kind of cardio, since, about a week ago, last Sunday I think was the last time I did any kind of cardio at the gym, and since then, since I had that asthma problem, I just didn't go again. Decided to really just take it easy until I can see a doctor, but things have been getting worse since then. On Friday, I was walking home from my class. I live downtown, and it's hilly here, very hilly, and it was, it's a pretty steep hill, but I didn't think it was too much of a good deal. I mean, I've been up the hill so many times before. I've been here for a year, it's not like a brand new thing to me. And all of a sudden I started, like, halfway up the hill, started having breathing problems. It feels like your throat or something like that, like where, the air exchange passage, I felt like it was just from, this to being like this. It was like there's just barely any way for anything to get in or out. And if you suffer from asthma, you know how awful it feels. So that was pretty scary, and scary because I've never had something so small trigger it like that before, strange to me. And as my asthma has progressed, I've gotten more and more and more frustrated. And I noticed the worse that my asthma gets, the worse I do as far as nutritionally speaking. And then today it got even worse. I was just drinking some water, I think I was getting ready to study, and then all of a sudden I was taking a drink of water, and you know how it kind of goes down the wrong way? So obviously start coughing and everything like that, to get it out, and after that kind of coughing spell, you kind of still have that itch in your throat, like you're gonna cough, still trying to suppress it. So once I kind of like was able to breathe again, I noticed that the air passage even felt constricted again, and I was just kind of like freaking out, like I need to get some air, and then I was kind of same thing, kind of thinking. I'm totally stumbling my words right now. I was thinking just, okay, what the hell is going on? Like, coughing now is giving me asthma right now, giving me asthma problems right now. Like, what is going on? And I wanted to cough. I didn't want to cough because I was trying to breathe right again. So I took out the little jar of Vicks, put it out to my nose, sat down, turned on the TV, and just tried to focus on the TV. Because, my whole life I've pretty much never had to take any kind of medication for asthma except the occasional inhaler once or twice a year. Because usually I control it. I can just tell myself, okay, relax, breathe in and out, sit down, just breathe in and out, it's okay. Never a big issue. But as the triggers get, I don't know how to as the triggers get less and less, or easier and easier, the more I'm getting worried. And so this morning I'm sitting there thinking, oh my god, why is this happening to me right now? I'm not walking up a hill, I'm not on the elliptical, on a bike or anything like that. Like, what is going on with my body? And I was like, okay, when you have asthma problems and you don't have medication on hand, it's never a good idea to think about your problems. It's always best to just relax and to just focus on, breathing and not thinking about, not freaking out. Freaking out makes it so much worse. So that's why I turned on the TV and just tried to relax and just watch. And it took a while to feel better. I kind of slowly started to relax and ended just drifting off to sleep. But I woke up about 15-20 minutes later or so, and I felt better. And I was so happy that I'm okay, because for a second there I was thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know if I go to the hospital right now, like because of coughing, So needless to say, I am awfully worried. It's getting to a point today now that I'm looking at stuff and I'm like, okay, I need to go grocery shopping, but grocery shopping is like, a 15-minute walk or something like that. And, going downhill is fine. Going downhill to the store is fine, but going uphill, which is a much longer trip than I did take on Friday, and having groceries, is that going to cause my asthma? I think it's very possible that it could. So you know what? I'm not going to go grocery shopping. So instead of getting groceries tonight, I just went and got food right down the street. There's no hills, no long strenuous walks, which is still bad because it's not eating any better, but it's like trying to avoid any kind of asthma. So to be honest, at a point right now where I'm just totally frustrated. And once I get on medication and stuff like that, I know I can live a pretty normal life. It'll be a lot easier. But it just bums me out that now I take medication. I'm not into medication. I don't like it. But asthma is just, when it's this bad, I don't know what else to really do. So, yeah, sorry for the bad news. I'm probably going to try and this week get a ride to go to the grocery store instead of walking. I think I'm doing a walk-in appointment to the doctor this week. Maybe Tuesday after my final in the morning. Just because the fact that, I'm worried about just doing everyday things right now because of my asthma is freaking me out. Like right now I have to clean some stuff and put some stuff in some boxes and get it put away and stuff. And I really don't want to do it right now because I'm freaked out that I'm going to have problems with my asthma. I mean, I've never lived like this before, so it's kind of very frustrating, Take a deep breath. So hopefully next time I get on I can report to you guys that I've got medication or something like that, Yeah, so try and stay positive and try to eat better despite the circumstances. Okay, kind of a long, boring video, but oh well.